Is that better? No. How you doing? Stig, Mighty Rat, Craig Ship, where's Steve? I'm here. And it said 22:05 start. I think it was within a minute. And I'm here. Okay, hi Carlos. And are you folks hearing the reverb I am? Okay, unless I hear otherwise, I'm going to assume I'm okay with the sound on your end, but I'm getting quite a bit of echo. So, hi all. Okay, I was going to do Skype in, but I'm going to take the headphones off. I think I'm not going to need them. And Craig is calling me. I got to pick up Craig now. Excuse me. Okay. Someone else picked Craig up. So we're going to just go ahead as is. And sorry about that. Okay, so today's going to be a quickie. Been very busy winding up the month here. And a little time to prepare, but I just thought I'd want to check in.
No, his main mic didn't pick up, but Greg just called.
Okay, someone's interrupting me here. So I am going to go over a couple of Grand Seiko pieces, and we've got this beautiful stunner here. This is the SBGC 230, and I think we've shown this before. It's a monster of a piece compared to the SBGY 002. Definitely a sport watch, and it weighs in at a good 191 grams. So it's a big piece. And yeah, okay, I'm getting the reverb and trying to cut everything off that's doing it, guys. Hello, is that better? Maybe slightly better. And can't figure out what's picking up the sound here.
Main microphone doesn't work. Greg on the phone.
What?
Main mic doesn't work. Doesn't pick up the sound.
Okay. Craig is insisting to talk to me, so I'll put you on hold. Sorry about that. Where is Craig? Yes. Yeah, okay. Good. What's up? He's not on, and I don't. I'm hearing it from the mic on my end. I don't know why it's not going out. Yeah. I know, but okay. Yeah, it might be. I don't know what's picking up the voice. Should I just cut this off? Like it. Yeah, but meanwhile, everybody's hanging on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just make a post, and see what, if you will, that I'm working on it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Testing. Testing, testing. Okay, can you folks hear me now? I think I might be fixed, but not quite sure. How about now? Testing any better? Okay, sounds good. Okay, interesting. So, diagnosis was, and I am getting a little reverb still, but I think I'm going to have to go with what I got. I had a wireless mic into my system that I thought was turned off, but apparently it was still on and feeding into the system. So that's the technical reason. So I'm going to forge ahead, keep this short and sweet. Just thought I'd follow up with this piece, and let's take a look at that. Still in stock, and gorgeous alligator strap, as you can see, and lion's tooth motif on the case, the massive case, and obviously a chronograph, one of the 2 or 3 in the collection. Okay. All right. So, Lewis, slight reverb, but I'll take it. Me too. Okay. And louder, but echo. Yeah. And I can't figure out where that's coming from in the interim. So just if we can all live with it, we'll get this thing done. So besides from this, I'd like to refresh you on some old favorites. And this is going to be the Four Seasons collection. And for the first time in several months, we have all four Seasons pieces in stock. So they've been very hot. And this is one of the hotter pieces. This is the winter. And spring drive, obviously, and titanium. And these are not limited, but they are definitely limited availability. And so we've had some back orders of these for a good while. And finally we've caught up, shipped the number out in the last couple of days. And here it is. So very subtle, almost somber watch, and great texturing on the dial, not quite showing up as well as it might. Here it's a little bit better, you get a sense of it. And the blued second hand, really nice accent, and a very popular piece, the second most popular piece in the Seasons collection. So, yeah. So Chi-Town is asking me to model these on my wrist. I definitely can do that. And let me put this one on. Not quite fitting. And let me put the other camera on here. And I'm not going to get a good focus probably out of that, but you'll get a sense of it. Yeah, maybe pull back a bit. Yeah. So no autofocus, and that's about the best I can do. You get a sense of it, I think. Okay. And Dave is correct. Dave Williams, this is titanium. Okay. So next in the seasons, we have the beautiful spring. This has a hint of pink in the dial. And actually it looks like it varies a little bit from specimen to specimen. This has relatively less pink than some of the ones we've been having in stock. This is the most popular of the season's watches. And you see you have a gold accent on the GS, and the rest being in steel color. Okay, so titanium, exactly same setup as on the winter, except for dial color. And I'll put this on wrist, and I know it's not in focus, best I can do given my setup right now, but you also get a sense of the proportion. So these have raised crystals, box crystals, and sort of a little vintage cast to them. Okay. All right. I do make a disclaimer, Triforce, that will not look as good on you as it does on my wrist. And Craig is all over the case here for focus. I will do my best. All right, let's try this other one. And that is lousy. And better. Okay. All right, stunners in the house. Hey, Gipu. Let me take you to the next season. And the summer and fall are steel, not titanium. And summer is has a two-tone dial, and that is a deep green. Let me get a picture of the watch. And again, with my usual difficulty in getting green to show up, it is actually a very beautiful lush green, and is gold colored accents, probably not solid gold based on the price point. Okay. And Craig's telling me it's focused on the mic. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate your feedback always. And that's gonna be it. All right. Okay, that mic is a stunner now. Don't be sarcastic, Craig. That was sarcastic, wasn't it? All right, back to me. So, last one in the collection is going to be, of course, the fall. And get that guy in focus. And this has a beautiful midnight blue dial, and it is textured, very subtly textured, and it is stainless, as is the summer. Okay, I think you can see that okay. So again, we've been almost 3 months without having all 4 of these in the collection, and very happy to have all 4 seasons available, and they do fly out of here relatively quickly. Okay. Mike Grottle has a wonderful suggestion, hitting Craig with a wrench. Okay. And Kevin asked if the green face is a spring drive. No, it's a high beat. So the summer, I neglected to point that out, the summer and fall are both high beats, and the winter and spring are spring drives. And Triforce asks, which one do I own personally? I don't have one yet. I think I like the winter the best, so when things calm down, I may help myself to one of those guys. And one of our customers up in New York State recently finished his collection of all 4 of the seasons, and when you do that, we can get a very special handcrafted box from Grand Seiko, numbered box, if they're still left. I think just 40 were made, and we ship that on to him. A beautiful display for the collection of all 4. Some of our followers out there have 2 or 3, and might be well worth thinking about adding the 4th and have a really nice set going forward. Okay. True Tai Chi, Stefan asked what metal are the markers on the Green Summer Edition made of. I doubt they're solid gold. They're probably brass with gold on them. I can find out, but given that the price point's exactly the same for the steel marker models, I can be quite confident that they're steel. I'd rather a base metal with a gold plating. Okay. And Triforce is asking about what do I own personally. I have the SBGE 033, which is a green dial, very sporty. It's got loom and is a GMT, pre-2017 rather. And I'll bring that in one day and show that. Okay. And Kyle Jett remarks that even the high beat second hand is super smooth. And let's go back to that. It sure is. It is beating at 10 beats per second. So it's in excess of the usual 8 beats that you see on the standard movements. So very nice, smooth movement. 55-hour power reserve versus the 72 on the spring and summer spring drives. Okay. And Kevin D. should have made them all spring drive. Well, some people actually prefer the mechanical and go for the high beat, so mixed up the collection a little bit. And any pictures of the box? I do have pictures. I am not set up to access those. I can show them in a follow-up one of these days. Okay. And Leon answering Triforce, the gatekeeper, Linda, and Leon astutely notices this, does not allow Steve to take the product out of the store. And she graciously suggests I might take something, but then when it comes down to it, we sort of go another direction. So, yeah, she is the gatekeeper. Okay. So that's the Grand Seikos that I want to talk about today. And so we are catching up with product for one reason or another. And that's a good sign. And actually, for the month, we had a brisk business. We sold quite a few Grand Seikos, and we feel pretty gratified that we've been able to keep our noses above water during this time, working 100% out of behind closed doors and working with you folks around the country. So much appreciated. Okay. And Kyle wouldn't want a high beat, but he has respect to the fact that Grand Seiko is determined to be the best on all fronts. Okay. And the high beat is a little bit of a bragging rights piece, in my opinion. Very few manufacturers have successfully made them, and I think that with the extra long power reserve for a high beat that they've achieved, it's a pretty interesting movement and well worth having in the collection. And Dave Williams loves the SBGE 33, and yeah, the Seiko's at 12 o'clock and the GS logo's at 6. That's prior to the breaking of Grand Seiko free from the Seiko brand. And Dave has his eye on that watch, I know that. And okay, Triforce asks an interesting question, and if I've ever dumped a watch brand because it was more hassle than it was worth. And in fact, we have. I'm not going to mention the brand, but it's a mid to high level brand that sort of want to enforce some rules on what we need to carry for core collection. And there was about 30 pieces that didn't sell too well. I was interested in almost everything that wasn't in the core collection, and when I found that they were not harassing another larger store somewhere in the region to carry all those the way they were harassing us, I sold the entire collection and got out in one shot. So at a certain point, if the brand isn't treating you on a level playing field and is maybe taking advantage of their position in the store, their perceived position, then it's time to part ways. It's got to be a mutually beneficial setup. So yeah, we will do that when needed. So, and Luis asks, or says, I carry Citizen. Haven't heard you talk about the flagship Chronomaster, the 9F competitor. And I don't have that in stock at the moment. I have talked about the 1 minute a year model that we do carry, a very limited piece. And I will bring some Citizens out in due course. Okay. And Leon, they should have made the 4-season collection with one 9F model. One spring drive, one high beat, one manual wind, covers all the Grand Seiko movements. Okay, good suggestion. And of these, interesting, True Tai Chi, of these I would go for a high beat. The Summer Green edition is my favorite. I think the Summer Green might be my second most favorite. Very nice. Well, I think we both have an inclination toward green dials, so yeah. Imagine if Citizen had the marketing team from Daniel Wellington. Okay. And Boser, Steve doesn't take any crap. Well, sometimes. Definitely from the wife when needed. And yeah, Carlos is aboard. And good to see him. So let's see, what else can we do here? So got a little extra something. And let me put up another piece. And this was asked about the other day. And so it is finally in. And focus, I hope, is okay. So this is really, there you are. It's up. This is the Omega Seamaster Diver 300 meter 007 edition. And that just came in this week. Beautiful piece. And if you go on our website under the blog, our Chris did a really nice review of this piece. Very entertaining as well. The guy has really developed his video chops very nicely. Congratulations, Chris. And I was trying to get him to Skype in to talk about it with me, and I think it's my fiddling on that end that got us in trouble with the mic. So we had to scuttle that, but maybe another day we'll have him do that. So this is not a limited edition, but it is limited availability, it looks like. I think that the Omega website says they're unavailable there, and so they've become a little scarce. So this is all titanium, and except for the dial and the bezel insert, which is aluminum, and very light. It's about the same weight as the Snowflake, as a matter of fact. And it is, how many grams? 97 grams. So it's almost half the weight of the first watch I showed you, the gold Grand Seiko Stunner. So very nice piece, very wearable, good clasp setup. And I will put this on. It is extremely comfortable, and it is full of Bond references, and I need Chris to rehearse all of those. But let me try this on and show you what it looks like. Okay, so very, very comfortable. And this piece is 42 millimeters, and I don't have the thickness, but it's not particularly thick at all. And the lightness and the suppleness of the band are outstanding. So this comes in at $9,200. And it is a variant on a NATO, which is 8,100. But if you're interested in the watch, I'd say that it's definitely worth investing in this beautiful Milanese titanium bracelet. Okay. And I am just about a pre-owned Rolex Derek. At the moment, and True Tai Chi is oh, he likes the suggestion about the collection of 4 with each movement type, and that it should be Little Treasury only exclusive. Well, let's talk to the powers that be up at Grand Seiko. They've been pretty amenable to different ideas, which I appreciate very much, and that would be a cool idea. Okay, and Stefan, True Tai Chi, likes the Omega and titanium. Okay, and yep, Timeless has done some limited editions too, and okay, so Trashy Larry, are you live? trashy that it's back on. Good. Haven't had much to chat with you. Looks like you get the wrench quite frequently. And David Williams suggests that I add a desk lamp to the area where I show the watches. Yep, I've got to put some time into enhancing the setup here. And Binyamj, if that's the right pronunciation, do I still have the Pepsi? No, that's long gone. And the Rolexes have moved out of here fairly briskly. And so we're pretty much devoid at the moment. I think I have one vintage date just in the back. And I can bring that out next time. So, okay. So my intention with this was just to make this a quickie, give Craig a day off. And so next week I have a really good show lined up. I am bringing in a psychiatrist, actually, and he's going to talk about the psychology of watch collecting, and he is a major collector himself, not just watches, but some amazing memorabilia and other things, and hopefully we'll have a on-site live presentation. This guy's pretty fascinating. More to come. So anyway, it's going to be next Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, and I promise to have my sound corrected by then, and get my Skype in with him going correctly. So, and Tim McDonald asks, news on Prospex LX. Well, the news there is if there's a model you want and it's available, I can get it. All right, so they're very, very short supply. And I had a discussion with the Seiko powers that be the other day, and that's the word. So Tim and anybody else who has a model in their sights, let me know, and I will see if it's something that is available. And so we're happy to hear that. And okay, Carlos is looking forward to the, no, it's not Ron the Shrink. So I'm looking at Booster there. And this will be an excellent show. And True Tai G put on a wonderful performance, Stefan, the other day, and this will be hopefully on that level as well. And Luis is asking for those Citizen Chronomasters, so we'll try to launch a Citizen show. You know, it's really interesting. Some of the brands, and Citizen is one of them right now, that is just shut down tight. So I've tried to order a couple of pieces lately, and they're just not shipping. They're just not handling orders of the duration. And I guess it's appropriate for wherever they are handling that from. Luckily, Grand Seiko has had a skeleton force in their warehouse, and the other folks are working from home, and they've kept the products flowing nicely. And everybody's circumstance is different. We are ordering some things from other companies, and they're working, but I guess on very small crews, and the orders might fall through the cracks. We have to remind them, and so it's a little ragtag, to be honest. And let's see. Okay, thank you, Stefan. And Longines needs a show also. And Leon, I need you on also to do your thing with Seiko. And Craig may have an obsessive compulsive order on Grand Seiko. No, he has an obsessive compulsive order on my focus and sound. Okay, so with that, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys go about your ways. And always a pleasure, and thank you so much. And we'll See you definitely next Thursday, maybe before. Okay? Take care.